What is up, you beautiful people? Stone here, and today we're back at Planet Zoo, showing you the Golden Animal Hugs franchise mode zoo. We're having a great time, except not right here, even though we have put more stuff in the back. But it's still people love to come from this direction, or maybe they're trying to leave and to go in, and then they just get trapped right here, because there's also people looking at the capybaras and the tapirs. But that's what we're doing today. That's the tour. I'm going to go along, making sure all the enclosures are a good-ish. Or if anything's yelling at me, I'll try to figure it out what's going on. Or if there's an exceedingly large amount of animals in one habitat, I'll just deal with some stuff. But I'll show you what's going on and show you all the animals. I think there's like 20 something, 28 animals. So yeah, this is the capybaras and the tapirs. And what I've been doing with this, we got this whole section, which is I think when I made it, this was more of the capybara spot, and this there's so many people here that is kind of like lagging at my game a little bit. Do apologize, but that's over there. Then over here is where I usually find the tapirs are swimming in this right there. They got a spot to hang out back here and sleep, but they also like sleeping underneath the bridge, where there is actually a lot of babbies. Lots of little babbies running around. I wouldn't have it any other way. This is amazing. My first exhibit that I made in this place, but it is awesome still. So the way I'm going to do this is I want to try to like show the tour and all the animals without having to zoom out and come back in. So I think we're gonna go to the right next. So these we got your eateries, we got Pop It Off, we got the armadillos, and we got the no feeding sign right here because people were trying to buy hamburgers and throw them in and feed them to the armadillos, and that's no good, no good at all. Also gotta tell them to shush because you might stress them out. Are there actually? There are armadillos in here, right? Because there's the sign is not turned itself off. But where are my lovely armadillos? There's one. Are you the only one in here, or what's going on with all this? No, there's got twos of you. Yeah, you just don't have four babies like you always do. So that's nice. That's probably why you're not so stressed out. Also, there's not more people sharing your space than need be. So next spot we're making is for the grizzly bears. Oh, we got some research going, because why not? I could work on this while we're doing it. Pangolins. Eventually, we'll get to those pretty soon. Grizzly bears, you got your feedery over here. You got your playing in the water section. You got where are they though? They got a tire. I like giving them all sorts of enrichment stuff. This is the first exhibit where I played with the dome, which is sick. Very nice. Oh, the bears, they're all sleeping over here. You got a cub, mama and papa. Is it hibernation time? What's going on? He's just sitting right near his face. Wow. What a lady. What a lady. Well, that's the... Oh, they have two babbies? Sick. I love babbies. Dude, they do such a good job in this game with like rendering and all the models and stuff. So then we're going to come over in this direction. But before we get to the habitat that's right here, we are going to go to... It's not actually broken. It says it's broken, but we're going to never mind that. Over here we got the Bobby-rooses. That's how I've been pronouncing them because I thought they were pronounced Barbaroussa. But no, there's no R there. It's a Bobby-roosa. A bunch of baby Bobbies. Nice. Is everyone that we look into gonna have babies? I hope so. Whoa, there is a lot of Bobby Rooses in here. This is where they got their... Holy crap, even more. There's like 12 of them. This is fantastic. I love this so much. Oh, there's gonna be hopefully so many surprises. It's really popping off in here. This is cool. Okay, okay. And then over here you got one of your what are these gondolas? The gondola rides. So next to the Bobby Rooses is our Siberian tigers, which also has another walkway through. And we got one sleeping. We got some sleeping. You guys got any cubs? At one point, they were fighting hard in here, and there were multiple of them injured because they gave birth to 3 babies at a time. I didn't know that could happen. And then all the babies grew up, and they started fighting each other. But everything is looking good in here. I loves this. One of my favorite. I'm probably gonna say that a lot. Just a lot of these exhibits or habitats. I'm gonna probably say both words and not be correct most of the time. But yeah, this I feel like I've done a good job or a better job than I thought I could have. I learned a lot of stuff throughout this playthrough. And all like different button prompts and how to do grass really well, in my opinion, and just setting up layouts and doing stuff like this, making each habitat not the same. Some have overarching things like the Bobby Rooses did, where people just hang out here on this platform, and other ones that go straight through it, like the tigers. And speaking of going straight through it, we have the raccoons, which you can actually walk through and have a great time. And this place, I just like sitting in here sometimes and just watching the raccoons and listening to the water and seeing the people. And we got an albino little raccoon right there getting a little drink. But we probably have a couple dozen raccoons in here. Dude, there's so many albino raccoons. Why? Are they actually that prevalent? I've never actually seen in real life an albino raccoon or this many albino animals. They had to have turned up like the ratios of what's actually possible. But yeah, this place is awesome. I just like this place because I'm a sucker for like tree house like designs, and these are just sick. That's really what I like doing. Hey, get out of here. You probably shouldn't be inbreeding, but we're not with you over there just yet. And this is one of our first food court stopping areas. I could have built this and beautified it up more, but I don't I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I was actually beautifying a lot in between last part in this tour. So when I looked at over here, I'm like, this isn't the worst thing in the world. It might as well just have some more open spaces. So over here is where we have the pangolins. Right across right on this wall is where you can view them from, because they are not a very social creature. They don't like people that much, so I decided just keep the people up high and hopefully out of their line of sight, so they're down here just hanging out. Are they all in bed? What's going on? Earlier I saw like 4 of them. Oh, here you are. You guys are going to bed. Oh, you can climb up on this? That's cool. I like that. I gave them a little cave to put inside their or put a burrow inside their cave. So this place is pretty nice. They're like a deserty, tropical animal. I gave them like a whole bunch of forest-ishy stuff if they wanted it. Tree on a rock, always nice. And then next door to them is the pandas. Whoa, they got watermelons. I love watermelons. We also got so many viewing spots for them. They can go in here. Here's some babbies. They're eating some more. Why do you got food over there and food over here? Odd, but okay. It's feeding time. Oh, the animation for them chewing. So freaking good. So very, very good. Another one. And another one. I have so many pandas. Oh, this is great. I'm so happy with this. And then next to the pandas in this one is some orangutans. I love the orangutans. There's some babbies here. Ooh, we got a couple babbies. Is that the mom? Where's your dad? Oh, I think I saw some over here. Is there nothing over here? No, I think that was just a trick of the eye. Where's your dad, though? Is he sleeping? Oh, he's over here, this majestic creature. It's one of my favorite creatures in this zoo. I don't know. I feel like out of every animal in this game, they really made this guy specifically just look so impressive. He's such a creature. You are. You're beautiful. I love you so much. Oh, it just fills my heart with joy looking at you. And over on this side, we have the wolves that like to always put themselves in boxes. Wow, look at this. You're in a box. Every Tim. Yeah, well, this is the first spot where I made a mountain. They got a pretty cool mountain in here. Up top, a little plateaued off. They got a lot of eatery stuff up there. I got a dome up there too. And I got a dome over here in their little forest-ish area. I really want to know where they keep getting stuck. I don't know. But they sleep inside right here. There's their sleeping area. They look good. This is the one where it's the only spot where I technically used a barrier, but I didn't because I just put the hedges here for a look, not to actually wall them in, because this is the only thing that this can hold back is like flamingos and stuff. This isn't actually going to hold back a wolf, but I just decided I wanted to like beautify it up a little bit. Oh, I don't want to get stuck in this trench, and it's super dark right now. Can you stop being super dark? There we go. Thank you. So as we come up in this direction even further, we have another gondola ride entrance and exit, and then you come over here and you got this little quadrant you can walk on to see the king penguins. And the penguins is great. And then this is what I did in between parts too, is I gave the emperor penguin statue a rocks to sit on, so it's not just floating in midair. So that looks awesome. I really do loves this and everything I did with here. They got a duck to play with. Anybody that could swim in the water and actually play with a duck, I put a duck in there. So I don't know why. It's just something I wanted to do to have some fun. We got a bunch of things. I actually had to fix their sleeping quarters. He can actually sleep there now, but when I first put it down, it was floating like 2 feet above the ground, so they couldn't even use it. So that was stinky. Very bad, very bad. But now it is awesome, very great. They got some ice they can swim on and walk on. Looking good. So if we continue on this really direction from the wolves and the penguins, you've got my bisons. And I have a ghost slash snow bison here too. So many albinos. And why? Stop pooping. I'm trying to show you to the beautiful people, and that's what you think you're doing? And then you lay down right next to it? Oh, that's a man that just doesn't care about life. He just lives it. And over here, across from them, in this big old white icicly enclosure, is where I have my reindeer, and they also have a walk-through spot. They are very nice. I love these walk-through spots, and then the people are happy because they're like, wow, I can't believe I'm in the exhibit, technically. Even though you're not, they kind of are. Ooh, we actually got a baby. This is the first reindeer baby I've seen. Oh, you're 2.5 years old. I love her, Zoo. Do you guys actually need habitat, or no, are you fine? Or do I have to give you... I feel bad that you're just laying on the ground. I mean, I know it's soil, so it's got to be somewhat soft. Where are all my other reindeer? I feel like there's no reindeer in here. There's another one. Where are all my other reindeer? There's another one. I guess they just don't populate that fast or something. Maybe they're just getting unlucky with their fertility stats. I mean, they should all be at least above 40 or 50%. But I guess if you're trying to have a baby and they only do it like every so often, you kept just getting unlucky. Keep getting that bad 50%. So as we go into here, I could show you what in the center here. I was working on the beautification. So over here, I made this like a little deserty spot. It looks kind of nice. It also looks weird at the same time. I don't know how I feel about it, but overall, I like it more than I don't like it. And then on this part here, we gave a little centerpiece, and because we're next to the lions, I decided to give it a more African feel. So we got these food and drink huts, and a whole bunch of nice flowers, and then there's like a lion statue right there and right over here. Looks very good, very good. Didn't want to put too much stuff next to the solar panel, because then, just in my eyes, if you get something that's too tall, it could block out the light, so didn't want to do that. And then over here near the entrance, I didn't want anything too tall to get rid of the view of these trophies. So I just put in some medium stuff, and I really like the way this came out. The color, the depth, the different heights to it. I built this more in a random nature instead of just like building a whole bunch of stuff and then copying it a bunch of times. I like that look, and I like that I learned how to do that, but I don't want to do that for everything. So next, I think I'm going to go this way. So what we got... Wait, where were we? The bison, we did the reindeer. Yeah, I want to come this way, around and across. So we have the lions right here. I gave them a little lion African statue thing mask. It looks pretty cool. I liked all the colors on it. So they got their own place up here. They got a pronghorn eat thing. Munch, munch, munch. I thought I also put a zebra over here, but maybe they pushed it into the trenches. They can get down into the trenches, but they can't jump across it. And at one point, I did have an albino lion in here, and my ghost boy that they tell stories of. Are they gonna do it? Are they doozing it? They're trying to have an offspring, but you're elderly. Can you actually have that? Fan Yang? That's actually a really good name for you. Fen Yang. Nickname you Fen. Animals are dying. It's probably all my raccoons. Every time I look, it's always a raccoon because we got so many raccoons. And what did I just hear right there? I thought I heard an alert. No, we got one of the Bobby Roosevs. Well, yeah, we had like 12 in there. And them all escaped. What the frick are you doing? Wait, what? Hello? Stop that. They kept walking right here. I have a problem with my bobbies that they'll walk right here and then it'll be like, oh, you escaped. I have no freaking idea how that could have happened. Maybe you can jump over this one because it's shorter, but I don't think so. None of the adults did it. It's always the babies. It's always the babies that give me problems in this game. So I said I didn't want to do this to like zoom out and zoom back in. We won't zoom out too far, so I'm not spoiling anything if you just wanted to see the whole tour of the zoo and you didn't care about anything else. So yeah, we got the lions. We got, yeah, their play area basically. This is where they sleep. They got their own pond. Very, very nice. I like all the different colorings and the grass. Feel like I did a good job on that one. Now here we have the saltwater crocodiles, and I am paused. Stopped being paused so we can actually see some movement. Got some babies eating. Oh, there's also a baby over here. There's always so many babies. So many. It's because it takes them so long to grow up. There we have an adult. And here we have an adult. Oh, no, that's a baby. I just heard like a really low grumbling noise. And I don't know how they're walking in here. Why isn't this physical? Stop walking all over my crocodile statue. Trophy thing. What the heck? Oh man, I don't enjoy that. But at any point, if you guys decide you are enjoying this tour, please do go below the video and hit all the sellout stuff. The like, the comment, the subscribe, and even the bell. I would muchly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. You're the best. And it helps me out a lot. Now we go to my favorite enclosures still. I think this is just my favorite just because like of everything that's going on. It's the first time I built one of these, which is like a little mountain with a play area on it. Looks very good. We have our, what are these? The Japanese macaques. Nice. There's one eating. I don't know what I'm doing either with this place, but I want to get more. Because my dream for this place was to have like a whole bunch of them in here. So you could see them all running around and jumping and having a great time. Speaking of, this one is swinging all over the place. Look at you. Thank you for doing as I asked. And then this is a cool little feature you could do with your water to make it look like it's misty or steaming, but it's not really a hot spring, but it looks like a hot spring. And they do have a rubber ducky. See what I mean? Everybody that likes rubber duckies can has a rubber ducky. And then if we come further this way, it goes back to the tapirs and the capybaras. But I just wanted to show you another spot for the the entrance and the exit to the gondola, because I really like this pond I did here, this little pond I do. Originally I wanted to put an animal here, but I was like, I don't know. Any small creature I put in here is probably not going to be confident enough to have that many people around it. And then as we come into this direction, this is where, because this zoo is all about the golden trophies that you got, and I wanted to have an animal in here for each golden trophy, that they wanted the iguanas and the yellow anaconda. I didn't know which iguana, so I have both the types of iguanas. The, what are these guys called? What did the lesser Antillean iguana and the green iguanas. And then on the other side is, yeah, my yellow anacondas. And I like this. I like this place a lot. How I decorated the inside and then the little rock structure in the middle that they can walk through. What the frick? Do rocks mean nothing to you here? But this looks, I love this spot. I love that you can just walk in here and experience it and enjoy it. And why is my camera being so weird? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, a breath of fresh air. I really like it that it's not an enclosed building either. We have all these open windows, lots of fresh air, and it's so good. It's so freaking good. So as we come here on our left, because if you came into this direction, I think because of this blocking off, you wouldn't notice this yet. You would notice this one, and this is where we keep our fusas. And I had to put some climbing stuff right here because they could get up here, but they couldn't get back down for some reason. And I always thought that was awkward. Very, very awkward. They have a giant dense jungle over here. Well, not giant, but the very dense jungle over here that people could see. Then the reason I have this here is so they could look over into the Fusa enclosure and maybe get a glimpse of them, or just see how dense this little rainforest is they got over here, even though we don't have any rain here in the desert. And that's why I chose the desert, because I didn't want my game getting bogged down with rain. Hey, where are all my Fusas? There's one. We're taking a nap. Taking a nap. But that's what I kind of like about having the super dense... Oh, there's another one. You weren't here before. About having the super dense forest, just making it so it's more mysterious. It's like, will you or will you not see the animal? I don't know, but the animals are super happy about it, that they can go and hide. Across from the Fusas is the giraffes, which I actually had to get rid of one of the males because there were too many in here. And I made this in the ground to a certain depth because I wanted the people to be able to look the giraffes right in the eyes. And I'd say we're at a pretty good height, at least for that one over here. But there's so much more over here. There's so many babbies. Holy whoa. Holy whoas. There's at least 4 babbies. Yeah, there's 2 different ways you can view them inside of this. We got a little African hut thing right there. I don't know if it's an actual hut that you can go inside. There's a window, but there's no door. Do you just climb in through the window? I don't know. Maybe. So let's go over to this section. This is what because of the giraffes are here, I kind of wanted this eatery spot, like we have opposite with the Asian spot where the pandas are, is all the places to eat. The staff place is super all foliaged up. Looks very nice. Well, when you go through here and you're like, okay, bye giraffes, and you turn this left corner, is where we have our chimpanzees, the western chimpanzees. These guys don't breed very regularly. or they're not happy enough to breed, or their needs aren't being met, because there's only 2 guys and 2 girls in here, and I've had them for the longest time, but they're living a good life. They're not complaining. They have a very big forest. These guys can jump so high. This is the only one where I feel like I didn't do a great job with the outside. I could have varied it up more, but it is what it is. It's natural. It's got rocks. I wanted to try to not make any barriers or any fencing throughout the zoo, and what I mean by that is like these barriers. I didn't want to use like actual barriers. I wanted to do other things, like use water to gap it, or use like rock walls, or just trying to be more creative with the way I do things. So now that we're saying bye to the Western chimpanzees, and they actually got a play thing over here, and I gave them an actual house that they like to use. Oh man, looking so good. I like it. Like it a lot. I like it very much. We got the pea horses over here, and I don't mean anything by that. It's just they can't always pronounce your what is how do I'm gonna try this again. Przewalski's horses, or do I just call him Walski? I should just look up how to pronounce it. What are you doing? You what? You're an outsider. Aren't you my only male though? I could have swore I looked at you guys earlier and it said that you guys were a little overpopulated, but that's because there was one more male than there should be. Is that just because there's like you can only have up to like 5 females? So if there's a male, it just doesn't make sense. Wait, let me go to you. Zoopedia. What are you guys? How is your this? No, you can have up to 3 to 8. You can have up to 8 people, up to 7, 1 male and 7 females. How are you an outsider if you're the only male? I don't get that at all. Okay, next to the horses is our Indian rhinos. Well, I love them's. They're always so good. Oh, you guys are great. But you're always sleeping under there. It's hard for the people to see, but because this is like a D shape or a C shape, depending upon how you want to look at it with the already existing path, you should just be able to always get an angle of the rhinos wherever you are. So I would just come over here and see them are sleeping. I feel like this is what rhinos always do too. Whenever I've gone to a zoo and they have a spot for the rhinos, they're always sleeping. Like, why? Why are you always sleeping? Just trying to conserve your energy? It's like pandas? Because they're always eating or sleeping. It doesn't seem like they do anything else. Maybe they'll slide down a slide for a viral video once in a while, but other than that, just eating and sleeping is all they do. So this is the other side of the lion habitat. I've shown everybody over here, right? Yeah, the African place. Let's just zoom out because we looked at everything here. Yeah. Horses is running around. Everybody's having a grand fun time. So yeah, we come our way up this way is our last part for the entrance and exit of the gondola ride, which makes like a figure 8 or an infinity symbol, depending upon what your view of perception is. So yeah, right next to that is where we have our fennec foxes, which I actually had to buy more because for whatever reason they didn't want to give birth. So I did that at the very beginning of today's part. But I forgot to fix all of the visual things. Boop, boop, boop. Let me just do one more, and there we go. So I did the same thing with them that I did with the pangolins. Give them some burrows, but actually like made a cave out of it or some sort of an arch structure. Just to make it better. And this way, in case it rains, it doesn't go like right into their habitat. Which, saying that, where are you guys even? Are you guys sleeping in here? Oh, you do have one in here. Can I enter camera view? Where are you? Didn't it say there was one in here? Are you directly below me? What's going on? Are you in this? I think I see something right there, but it's hard to tell. So I guess not. Burrow suit. Oh, it just says it. Oh, occupants. None. Are you guys over in this one? Where are you guys? I'm not leaving until I see one. That's what this is all about. It's not only just what? Are you guys? You guys have to be in here somewhere. Oh, they're both right there. Where were you guys hanging out? Where were you eluding me, you little preciouses? Look at you. Just going along your merry way in the desert. Where do you guys think you're going? These guys are very shy. They don't like people. So that's why I gave them a whole area over here where they could hopefully be out of people's their prying eyes. Okay? We all love you, Pete. I love having you in my zoo, people, but sometimes my animals don't. So I got to give them the options to get away from you if they want or need to. So next to the foxes is where I have another mountain I made that I really like with a cave that I don't even think they use. I just gave them that option. It's also so dark in here. I can't see anything. Isn't there a flashlight mode? Oh, we got sucked into the cave. I keep getting sucked into dark spots. I don't know if I appreciate that. Get me out of here. Oh, it's a nightmare. It's a freaking nightmare. No! What is going on? Why am I still... This is bad. Okay, just calm down. Just do it. Now it's super bright and it's blinding me. There we go. Zoomed out a little bit. This is where we have our alpine ibexes. So very nice. So many places to run around, breaking up the atmosphere because they don't like a lot of foliage. So I broke up a lot of the space with rocks. Looking good. Looking great. Got some dead trees. And they only like one type of tree too, which I think is the weirdest thing in the world. These Scots pines. I don't know. I did what they want. Either way. That would actually be sick if that was a way that an actual programming, if they if certain animals only moved in a herd or packs. That would be cool. Because that seems that's the way these guys are working right now. Is there one off by itself? I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are eating over here. Oh, there is one right there. Are you the male? Are you like an outsider though? Is that why? No, you're the alpha male. I guess you want to be solitary right now. So I guess that's all the females are over here. Because I think I recently did a check on them because they're ones that only like one male. So as soon as there's another male that's grown, he just starts fighting with them. So yeah, on the other side of this, next to the fennec foxes, is another walk-through place with kangaroos. I didn't think you could walk through with kangaroos because they're pretty big and some of them can get pretty aggressive and nasty and they got sharp claws and they can start gripping on you and kicking you and clawing at you. They can take people out. Look at you. So good. So nice. And they have one of the most serious like size differences in sexual dimorphism between the male and the female. The females are like, they only grow to be half the size of the males. I think these are both females. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, why are you hungry? What is my zookeepers doing? Feed my people. Feed my wonderful creatures. Wait, why can't I click on this? There we go. That's because we got too many things in this zoo right now and it's a bit laggy. That's why I'm also excited to end it. So at least I know my computer's capabilities right now is a little under 30 animal species. And then right over here, next to the ibexes and the kangaroos, is a bunch of fountains that has flamingos in it. Flamingos are great. This is not actually broken. Stop lying to me. We got a flamingo right here. Where are my other flamingos? I think I only have lady flamingos because that's all that was for sale when I last did it. Oh, you guys are actually just... Why bother putting down this stuff then if you guys just sleep standing up? I mean, I guess you don't want to like stand on concrete. That's fine, but it seems a little odd. Something a little fishy going on over here. There's another one floating around. I would like to have some more, so yeah, I should probably get a male. We also did some... I showed you the beautification I did in the center spot, but I also did... around this. I gave it a lot of tall trees to really make it stand out and give it a lot of shade over here. I think it looks very good. Any excuse I can use more cherry blossoms, I will. And these new... Wait, I don't think these ones are Japanese maples. Oh, they are Japanese maples. Yeah, Japanese maples and the cherry blossoms I'm just absolutely in love with because they're just a lot different than all the other plants in this game. It seems like there's a lot of green. No, I don't actually want to. And I thought this was set up to say, hey, every month, one of my engineers, please, multiple ones in boxes? Freaking get out of here. We had an original box boy, the one that started it all, but it's been so long since him that he's spread the word about how to get into a box, but he is also not here with us anymore. But he is the only animal in the zoo I actually named because I just kept calling him a box boy, and it's like, it's got to fit. It's got to be on his birth certificate or something. This is box boy forever and always. And then I think our last one we have is this giant exhibit over here that we could walk into that actually have a building and a whole picnic area is my California sea lions. They also have a rubber ducky, and there's one swimming over here. I wish I could see more of them swimming around in here. But they have like an ocean. This is so deep. I got a cool rock there structured just to break it up. And there's some more stuff, more of them over here. Yeah, this is really cool. I had the idea of this in my head for the longest time. The only gripe I have with it is I just wish it was further up. I wish this was more of a mountain than just like a weird jut out of the earth. Like, I don't know. Oh, he's playing with his ball in the water. Nice. So very nice. So there's my zoo. It doesn't feel like I went through 28 animals. It actually feels like it went by a lot faster than I thought it would. So let's just make sure I'm doing this right. A little recap. The tapir and capybaras. We got the Bobby Rooses, tigers, armadillos, Japanese macaques, grizzly bears, raccoons, pangolins, pandas, Bornean orangutans, timber wolves, bison, king penguins. We got, what are you guys? Reindeer, the California sea lions, flamingos, alpine ibex, the kangaroos, red kangaroos, that is. I don't know if there's any other type of kangaroo in this game. Fennec foxes, my African lions, Western African lions, aren't these? Uh, saltwater crocodiles. We got the giraffes, but I think they're the reticulated giraffes. Are all giraffes reticulated or nah? Or nah? I don't know. I don't think they have another type of giraffe in this game unless they plan to put another type of giraffe in this game, or if they just like putting down the specific species just to be more accurate and scientific with it. We got the Indian rhinoceros, the I still don't know. The Walski horses. We got the Western chimpanzees, the Fusa, my iguanas, and yellow anaconda. So yeah, I think that's everybody accounted for. I went through everybody. Yes. Yes, very nice. The entrance, we made some more entrances. We have over $3 million with this park. Pretty nice. And it's got a lot of symmetry to it, but there's also a lot of asymmetry to it. So, because if you go right or left, there's generally the same amount of stuff going on in every spot, but things are cut up differently, or they're just viewed differently, or they're just everything structured differently, and it's so dark. We did a tour, and it took us almost a whole day. Oh, this is great. This was great. I love this. Yeah, the tour idea was a good idea in my eyes, I feel. Just to put it all out there, it's all good. This is awesome. And I can't wait to one day start a new one. I don't know if I'm going to do it eventually because this was a lot of work and a lot of time, and it just took a lot of effort from uh recording this, not editing it, but recording it took me like a few hours for every part, and it's just like I don't know if I want to dedicate that much time immediately again. So yeah, I might take a couple weeks break or a month or so break from this, or if you beautiful people want another zoo, because eventually my goal is to have enough zoos that so I can use every animal in the game. So there's like 28 animals in this game, or in this zoo. So I'm not going to use these animals ever again in future zoos. I want every zoo to be completely different from the other one and have different base ideas, because the main idea with this one was just to have no barriers in the zoo, essentially, or no barriers that actually made a difference. So I wonder what kind of ideas I want to do for the next one. I don't know, but that's for me to figure out, or for you beautiful people to give me some suggestions or ideas or things that you would think would be pretty awesome. I'm open to also any criticisms as long as they're not like super nasty. If they're nasty, I'm not even gonna basically see it or reply to it or anything. Or yeah, I'm not associating with that. But if you have a criticism that's constructive and helps me learn, or maybe something I didn't know, please feel free. Always feel free. So I do hope you enjoyed. I know I sure did. And if you did, remember these three things. You're beautiful. I appreciate you, and have a great one. Bye bye.